Today I'll cover the latest news for the Essence Emporium, Masteries, Arena, Leaks, Icons, RAM Leak and Prime, as well as some drama around Icons, the Item Recommender and Mass Disenchant Tool. First up, the Essence Emporium. Skin Spotlights tweeted out the Emporium should begin on August 30th, which means it could go live with the patch maintenance for each region individually. This is good news if it's true. On the topic of the Emporium, there were a few Reddit posts and one of them was complaining about getting the same chromas as the last Emporium. It would be good if it at least had different chromas this time. Well, what's interesting is I had a look at the PBE again, and the chromas have completely had their Blue Essence price tags removed from them. It doesn't show any chromas available for Blue Essence, and because the PBE is there for testing, it could mean Riot are working on it or changing which chromas will be available. They also might have hidden it since a lot of people have been talking about it and they don't want it revealed yet. I'm hoping this means they're changing it so it isn't the exact same. There were also a lot of mistakes, so they could be fixing that too. At this point we're just over speculating and we'll have to wait until something more official. Earthwork is still listed on the PBE for 150,000 Blue Essence though. Alex notes there will be some changes to champie icons for Karma, Vex, Shaco and Viego. Moving on to something kind of related, the new illustration icon prices. It seems there was a lot of confusion around how these will be obtained. A lot of people thought they would be in the Emporium. I always thought it would be RP since Rioter Alex's FAQ from last week said they will be obtained by direct purchase or re-rollable. This implies the store with RP, and recently he made another post saying they'll cost 250 RP each. They won't be time limited and there will be bundles offered at launch with discounts, and you can re-roll them from the loot pool. He clarifies that you can buy them individually and in bundles. There have also been updates to the illustration icons for Nidalee, Lucian and Talon. Next, the Disenchant Tool and Masteries. Basically a Reddit post about how the Disenchant Tool sucks blew up and Riot responded. The main issue is you can't edit the shards selected in case you want to keep some for mastery upgrades. Riot Barak Probama responds with, why does it only let me select one category and 50 shards at a time? Main reason is service load concerns. The loot service was built with the expectation of folks disenchanting things one at a time sporadically. We designed this feature to handle many players hitting the service all at once. The scripts and tools you might find out in the wild are fine when one person uses them, but if everyone used them on large inventories there would be chaos. Snakes and mongooses settling down together and such. Long term, with further improvements to the service and fewer large inventories, our intent is 100% to allow larger amounts of items to be one-click disenchanted with less hassle. Why doesn't it respect the shards I am saving for champion mastery? Why can't I unselect shards? These essentially have the same answer: time. We really wanted this feature to land before the Essence Emporium drops so that folks would have easier access to a wealth of Blue Essence. This meant simplifying the feature so that it would ship at a high quality bar. I understand that for some players this seems like a frustrating oversight. He then adds an interesting response about champion mastery. On other note, we are currently evaluating what is next for champion mastery. One thing we are fairly sure of is that the collecting loot items and cashing them in part of the system is not something we'd like to carry forward. More to share on that as things develop, but this also factored into our feature prioritization for multi-disenchant, minimizing throwaway work and such. This is very interesting and looks like they want to abandon the system of collecting mastery tokens and upgrading them with loot. It sounds like this system will be reworked, and hopefully that includes things for mastery beyond level 7. Moving on to Arena. In response to a Reddit post saying it's sad to see Arena go, Riot Maxwell confirms that Arena will definitely make a return. They're working on future plans for it and they'll have a dev update soon about the next steps for it. Next up, the memory leak or RAM usage problem seems to still be an issue for a few people. Riot support suggests restarting the client and other people suggest closing the specific instance that hogs all the RAM in the task manager. Unfortunately, you might have to do this each time you open the game. I'm guessing once the event ends the issue might go away as it seems related to the Soul Fighter minigame. Julix has revealed a new TFT Prime Gaming emote reward for September. Then we have some drama around the in-game item recommender. A post was made saying players still built Trinity Force's first item on Zeri even after the patch changes, and this seems to be an issue with the item recommender not updating and still recommending items from the previous patch. Riot August says they've manually changed it before and saw win rates go up, but it's very difficult for them to manually do this every time, and sometimes entire classes of champs would get left behind. I still think they need to do something about this. If the item recommender is recommending items it really shouldn't be, then that's still a pretty big issue. Moving on to leaks. A splashart of the new champion Briar has leaked, and this is what she she looks like. Kind of like a goth Annie. I remember there was some outrage a while ago about her potentially being a lolly. Big Bad Bear also revealed a skill icon, and it looks like Riot August is hard at work fixing Briar bugs, so I'm guessing she's very close to being revealed. Thanks for watching, see you next time.